Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a mixed girl tag. Now I know the mixed girl tag is popular and I thought it would be fun to do because I am a mixed girl, although you guys possibly don't know what I'm mixed with. So I just thought it would be a little fun video, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the questions and go ahead and go over them. So watch. Okay, so I have my phone here with the questions. So the first question is, what are you mixed with? Now I am mixed with Belizean and black. Now Belizean, I've told people I'm Belizean throughout like my entire life. People will mistake it for Brazilian. Brazil and Belize are two different countries, you know, and two different, like Belize is in Central America and Brazil is in South America. So, you know, they're not in the same continent or anything like that. And Belizean is like a mix. It's Caribbean, but I'm also mixed with a Spanish because in Belize you can be like a mix of Indian, Spanish, and you know, a whole bunch of different things, just like if you were from the West Indies. So it's just like that. And again, it's Belize next to Guatemala and it's below Mexico, so it's around a few Spanish countries. And I'm also mixed with black. So my mom is Belizean and my dad is from Gary, Indiana, in the United States. So that explains my race. And my mom came from Belize to America when she was in her teen years. So she did for most of, well, some part of her life live in Belize. And then the rest of all her family side is from Belize. And they came over as well at some point. Okay, and the next question is, what ethnicity have you often been mistaken for? This is the funniest question for mixed girls because I have been mistaken for so many different like Spanish cultures. I've been mistaken for, a lot of the time, the two most popular ones are Dominican and Puerto Rican. Now, it's so funny because I will be like walking down the street. I remember once my mom, my sister, and I were walking down the street, and I guess this guy was trying to talk to us, and the first thing he decided to say was in Spanish. And I can understand a little bit of Spanish, not because I grew up with it, but because I went to school. When I went to high school, I decided to take Spanish, and in middle school I took French. So that's the only reason why I would know like anything that, you know, anybody else is saying, but I am not fluent. And he said something like, if he would have said like, hola, ¿cómo estás? And, you know, I would have answered, and, you know, that's easy stuff. But he said something like, I couldn't even tell you what he said. And after he said that, me and my sister and my mom were looking at him like, oh. And then the next thing we tried to say to him, like, oh, we don't speak Spanish. And then he was like, oh, he started speaking English. Oh, you guys don't speak Spanish? I swear you guys look Dominican. And I'm like, no, we don't speak Spanish. And he's like, oh, you guys look Dominican. That's why I said something to you guys. And I'm like, oh, okay. But that has happened so many times. Like, people do that all the time and it's so funny. But yes, Dominican is the number one that I get mistaken for, and Puerto Rican would be the second, I guess, because people say my skin color, I'm very light, and I guess maybe my hair. So, but no, I'm not Puerto Rican, I'm not Dominican, so that clears it up a little bit. I've been mistaken for other things, but not so much. Just like black and white, that's one of them, but people think I'm Spanish before I'm black and white. So yeah. And the next question here is your hair curly or straight? When my hair is wet, my hair is naturally curly, and then I decide to straighten it. So yes, I have curly hair. They're very, very thick curls. So I know that there's different curl textures and curl patterns, but mine is a very kinky curl. Kind of like, they're not like when I wash my hair, like my hair is really long right now, but when I wash my hair, my curls shrink like to my head, like shoulder length. So that's the kind of curly hair that I have. And was coming from different backgrounds challenging growing up? Coming from different backgrounds wasn't really, I can't really say it was challenging. No, they kind of went hand in hand with each other. You know, being Belizean, and I mean, it was a little, I don't even know how to really answer the question. No, it wasn't challenging. I would just say, like, speaking to other people was a little bit challenging, only because my grandma has a very strong accent. So sometimes when she speaks to people, I will have to clarify, kind of like translate, be her little translator sometimes, clarify on what she's trying to say. And my grandma doesn't speak a different language. She speaks Belizean Creole, which is just a form of broken down English. So yeah, that would be the only thing I guess that was different coming from a different background, or a little bit difficult coming from a different background. When I was in first grade, because I was around my grandma so much, I actually had a Belizean Creole accent as well, in like going to kindergarten and first grade. And then they recommended my parents to have me take speech class, because speech class would, you know, help me so much in English and speaking clearly so the other students would understand what I'm saying. But don't get me wrong, I still spoke 100% English. It was just broken down. So some words that they say in Belize, they, you know, say over here, but they would use a different like word to replace it. So, you know, if I spoke to someone over here and I'm saying something, they'd be like, oh, what does that mean? You know, that's kind of the problem I had. But after I took the class for speech, I was good after that. I didn't have an accent anymore, and it was like everybody could understand what I'm saying, and it really helped me down the line to have better speaking English. So, and I was born in the United States, if that wasn't clear. Which backgrounds do you embrace the most? I like embracing both, but like embracing the Belizean aspect of it, of my mixed girl part, is fun because there's so many different, you know, different things in Belize compared to in the United States, and even the food. You know, even sometimes when my grandma makes food, and if I were to eat regular American food, you know, the food is different. The way people talk in Belize is different. So it's fun to basically expand that and tell other people, even my friends, you know, they weren't 100% sure what Belize was. And I don't feel it's as common to say, oh, hey, I'm Belizean, compared to saying, hey, I'm Dominican or Puerto Rican. So it's really fun telling people about other cultures, especially Belize, because I don't feel like a lot of people, I have not met a lot of other Belizeans. I don't have any Belizean friends, so it's definitely fun to embrace the culture of Belize and explain it to other people. So I would say Belize. Have you ever been teased for being different? I have been teased for being different. I've been teased for my skin tone. I've been teased for my hair. I've been teased for, those are the two, I would say the two most popular things I have been teased for is my skin color and my hair, and the way I talk. So basically with the way I talk, people say I sound like a white girl. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but they'll say that. They'll say that I expand my words out and it's weird. Why do I do that? I don't recognize that I do that. I just talk like how I talk, really. And my skin color, with my skin color, they say that, oh, you're so light. Why are you so light? Shouldn't you be darker, or shouldn't you be more tan? I don't know why. I guess I've been told I look like a white girl. So I don't know. This doesn't even have anything to do with me being Belizean. It's just have I ever been teased for being different? So yes, I have been teased for being different. I remember I used to wear my hair curly to school when I was younger, I believe in intermediate school, so like 6th or 7th grade. And at the time, I thought it was totally cool to wear my hair curly, but then people started being like, oh, why is your hair so puffy? Why is it like this? Why is it like that? Because everyone at school had straight hair. So then I wanted straight hair because I thought it was weird that my hair was so puffy. And keep in mind that I loved my hair, but other people kept teasing me about it. So yes, there were things that I was teased for. My skin color was the most annoying out of all of them, and then my hair. So yeah, I don't know why people were so mean, but whatever. Have you ever been ashamed of being multiracial? I'm going to say yes and no. I would only feel ashamed when people were teasing me, and it would like really get to me, like, oh, why do I have to be so different? Why do I have to have poofy hair? Why do I have to be so light for being, you know, who I am? But besides that, no, I've never been ashamed. Like, I live my day-to-day life loving who I am, and you know, I love being different. I love saying I'm Belizean and black because that's a mix people never even heard of. They'd be like, oh, Belizean and black, that's so cool. I'm like, thank you, because, you know, not everybody knows a Belizean girl or a Belizean boy. So I love that part of myself, and basically, yeah, I'm not ashamed of myself. So the next question, do you feel that being mixed has its benefit? I feel like it does have benefits, but it's like on and I don't really know, like, does it have like benefits? Because I don't even know how to, I don't know. I think every race has its benefits. Like with Spanish cultures, they know how to speak Spanish, so speaking another language is really cool. And I want to say, do you feel like yes? Let's just go with yes, because it has benefits, because you're able to learn different cultures, you're able to experience and taste different food. I love my grandma's food, so it's amazing. It's Belizean food she cooks. She cooks American food too, but she also cooks, you know, Belizean. So I definitely think it has its benefit, especially the food. Who doesn't like eating? I love eating, so there you go. What makes being multiracial a beautiful thing? Being multiracial, I love getting to know other cultures. I have friends that were Puerto Rican, Dominican, Brazilian, Asian, any different type of Spanish. I had a friend who was from Ecuador, Guatemala. So it's such a blessing to know so many different people from so many different backgrounds. And even me and my friend used to talk about how it was like in her country and how things are so different from over here, because she came from over there to over in America. And it was so cool getting to know everybody's experiences. And you know, it's really nice, because if we were all the same race, it would be, we can't basically expand what we know. And I think it's such a beautiful thing to have so many different friends, and people do things differently. It's so funny, because even in Colombia, I watched this show called 90 Day Fiancé. She's from Colombia. She is the funniest girl ever. She has a party girl personality. She's humorous. And she's so funny. And if she didn't have that personality and, you know, her going over the aspects of what she does in Colombia, I love getting to know other cultures and seeing how different things are everywhere else. So I definitely think it's a beautiful thing. And the last question, any advice to someone who struggles with their multiracial identity? I feel like being multiracial now compared to when I was smaller, maybe like 13 and 12 years old. It's definitely more widespread now, and even on social media they encourage you to really spread who you are. And curly girls are coming out. Curly hair is the new thing, which for me at my age it wasn't. It was just straight hair, straight hair, straight hair. Don't be afraid to embrace yourself, especially now, because on social media they encourage it, and you shouldn't be afraid of who you are and where you come from. I know that sometimes you can be different, you can talk differently, you can look differently, you can have different hair than anybody else, you can have different skin color, your family can act crazy and act a fool, but guess what? You still love your family, and you should still love yourself no matter what other people think about them. So definitely my advice is to just embrace it and show it off, because people are gonna love you for who you are. And don't let, if you're in school or whatever, don't let people stop you from being you. So yeah, that is all my advice, and that is my mixed girl tag. So if you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and in the future, if you guys want to see more of this, I'm gonna do a get to know me tag. I'll go into more details about myself, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.